video. I'm in the new Buccaneer Quantum Motorhome. Now, Buccaneer haven't built a motorhome for years, and they stopped it. And before Eldest actually got hold of Buccaneer at one of the NEC shows, which should have been about 1998, 99, Buccaneer actually produced a coach-built motorhome. They did one or two. Now, they'd done, I think, the odd one before that, but never did it as a proper production run. Consequently, the old Buccaneer had lots of Italian oak and looked very nice, but very ornate. And so, consequently, it didn't really sell. And then, of course, Eldest got hold of Buccaneer, and that was a different story. They did produce a Buccaneer motorhome, but not very long, because by that time they also got the Compass brand, and I think they produced the Compass. I'm not sure if it was a Commodore, I may be wrong, but it was very much like a Buccaneer basically. So they dropped the Buccaneer, but now they've brought it back years later as a motorhome, because they think that people go, oh, you know, we don't want a caravan anymore without Buccaneer, but we'd love a Buccaneer motorhome, but we can't have one. Well, no, you can, and it's full of goodies as you'd expect. You've got reversing camera, all that sort of thing. You've got Aldi heating, alarm, and everything. As I say, check out the website when this goes live, and you'll see what they've got on it. Now, I'm going to do a quick review on this. They just do 2 models at the moment, but I think that's going to increase. And I'm going to have a quick go at it. Right, let's start off with the front cab. Obviously, the seats come round, they're upholstered, and also you've got a large sunroof here at the top, and some cubby holes here. Now, I've been talking to Andrew, that one of the designers who's done all the graphics and designed the cab and everything. He was really interesting to talk to, and he says he reads my books, so I like him. No, I liked him anyway. Good overall storage. You've got a solar panel up on there, you've got air conditioning, of course. So there we go. Let's see what this is like. Yeah, it all feels nicely well put together. Got a small midi-high kit at the top, LED corner lights, and yes, this is a good layout really, because you can sit here and you put your table in the middle, and it's very comfortable, and you can make this into a double bed, because this is 4 berth but will be used by 2 people, of course. Now let's get over to the kitchen area. Well, the kitchen is pretty good. They've got the workspace, we've got the extra folding worktop on that. They've not done that on the caravan side of things. But before I go any further, just mention to somebody that I do not like these. They put curtains in the caravans, but in the motorhomes, oh, let's dispel those. Let's put these in instead. Oops, it's actually coming away. Sorry about that. I'm sure it was just not put in proper. Right, okay, well, that's my grouch on that one. Black sinks, I think, now are very dated. They came out in about 2007-8 way. I remember Luna's doing them. The thing is with these is they do scratch very badly if you're leaving things in here and you're moving and travelling around. After a year or two, they do look really quite a bit spoiled, personally. Got a dual fuel hob Thetford oven. You've got just a normal domestic fridge. You've got all your little drawers here, and things to put your knives and forks in, I presume there. A bit of storage underneath there too. Your microwave is up here. Yes, it's acceptable, you can get to it. And also you've got some storage here for your cups and plates and what have you. Again, we've got those little brown L-shaped clips, which again, I just don't think you should get those on a van like this. But anyway, I do like the colour scheme. I think it looks pretty good. It's darker wood, and it looks, it doesn't make the van feel dark at all. There's your Trimatic air conditioning unit up there, and of course, like I say, it's Aldi heating. Anyway, let's go into the bedroom area. Right, here we go, and what we've got here, we've got some nice comfy beds, and obviously storage underneath. You can get to the storage by the access flap lockers. Again, obviously no curtains. You got this. Now they've got this gloss finish, and I thought that had gone out a bit actually, because somebody said, yeah, these are already starting showing fingerprints, and people have just been looking around them. But the build quality feels very good on it, and I mean the coachman has looked at the other day. The Adventure is a very nice unit, I thought, very nice unit altogether, built nice and sturdy. Does this feel the same? Well, yeah, it does up to a point. But I'd have to have a friend of mine who's a bit of a connoisseur on that, and he would tell me and say, Andy, no, you should look at this, look at that, and he's really good at that. He sometimes pick me up and tell me what I should be doing. Got a big hikey roof vent in the top here. Got that shut, it's so hot out there, it's untrue. You got your 2 single beds, obviously, as I said before, big comfy cushion. You could just about get your mug up there, and of course your headset, headrest at the back there. This cannot be shut off, by the way. This is open all the time. It's a shame there's not something just to divide it a little bit, to be quite honest. Anyway, let's go in that washroom. Wow, right, here we are in the washroom, and what I noticed straight away is that there's no vent in the shower there. You've got an air vent at the top here, but I think you could do with one in the shower. Got your Thetford cassette loo, obviously your bowl there, and some shelving here which is lipped, so quite nicely finished. This is your wardrobe. Now, I think that isn't overly big. My wife would fill that up in no time. I won't be getting my stuff in there. So maybe they may have been better carrying this wardrobe further back, just taking all this space up, I think, instead of using the shelves. I can see what they're trying to do, but I think I would have done that if I'd been the designer. I'd have just done that. But otherwise, I mean, yes, it's not a lot of room in here, but you wouldn't expect it. It is an end washroom, and you know, but the actual shower itself is big enough. Okay, let's have a quick summary. So, what do I think of this model? I don't know what the model is actually. I should have looked into that before I came in. I'll put it on all the details. Buccaneer introduced into the motorhome market. Now, I thought, to be quite honest, Eldest would have done this a while ago. I'm surprised it's taken them so long to do it. But anyway, they've done it now, and that's great. And just thinking now, actually, you know, I said there was nothing to separate this bit off. There is down the bottom end here. There is a piece of concertina partition to actually separate that dinette bit off from the rest of the van. So. Forgive me on that one. Generally, yeah, it feels nice. It's at 95 grand's worth. I suppose it's not too bad a price when you consider what it's aimed at. The lockers maybe look a little bit down market maybe for the price, I don't know, but they're very big, and I just think, and you see you've got no handles on these either. They've got the handles on in the actual Buccaneer Tours themselves. I suppose really what Eldest could have done, they could have just said, you know what, we'll just stick the Buccaneer interior of the caravan into the motorhome, but they haven't. They've actually worked and done something different, so I'm quite pleased about that. Now, that is my overall feeling of this motorhome. I think it's a nice motorhome, 95k. I've never had that money myself. If I had that money, would I spend it on this? I'd have to have a good look around first, as I always say. I would have to look around, because to me, whether I'm spending 95,000 or 25,000, I want to make sure I get the right thing for what I want, or for what we want. If it was me and my wife, you choosing this. So, the curtains is a bit of a downer for me. And also I think that that wardrobe could have done with being bigger as well, and I don't, as I say, that I'm just, yeah, the no roof vent in the shower room I think is a bit of a downer too. Right, but it's based on a Fiat, and it all feels quite, as I say, nice and tight. This, as I say, has come off. So, yeah. Anyway, the build quality, I'm sure, this is a prototype. But anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Please like, please subscribe, and tell me your comments. And I hope you enjoyed this little look round the new Buccaneer motorhome, or one of them. See what else there is to look at.